Hey everyone! Welcome to Quarter Twins Weekly Review, episode 55 now?
Yeah.
The number just keeps going up, folks. This is the show with only one question. Have you seen anything recently that you enjoyed a lot?
No.
No? Well,
Not something that I enjoyed a lot.
okay. Well, that's
I can't
bad
say
for
that
you,
that's
man.
true. I know, it's unfortunate.
It is the month of
Whoosh.
June, but we're not here to talk about that because I got to rattle off the list of the intro things as usual. There are time
Just
codes.
quickly.
There are time codes we use. You can see them in the description on YouTube and wherever they show up on Spotify. I don't have that app. You just tap them. It takes you to the part of the episode you're most interested in. That way you don't have to sit through all of this part. The good stuff, that is. Please, you click to the part you like, you listen to it, you like it, share it with your friends. You're like, hey, check out this thing that this person said about this thing that I like.
Yeah.
And I agree with their opinion of that thing. Or, can you believe this guy thinks Star Wars The Last Jedi is one of the greatest Star Wars movies of all time? He's an idiot, and I hate him. Share that with your friends. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
Who cares?
We care.
Somebody messaged the Quarter Twins Instagram account yesterday and
No
was
way.
like, could you guys talk about Moon Knight? And I said, we actually did talk about that a lot. Like
Separately.
the first few episodes, over the course of the first few episodes, we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And using those handy time codes, you can go in there. And you don't have to listen to the entire 2-hour episode where we talk about Spider-Man.
Did you go
can
back and
just
time
go-
code the old episodes?
I did it. I did them at first, and then I stopped doing them for a long time. And then I started doing them again.
Right on. Well, they're back.
Yep. Yeah, you can find it.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. Like I said earlier, it is June. And you know what that means here at the Quarter Twins Podcast, Weekly Review Podcast. It is the Marvel Cinematic
Yeah.
Where we
You can
talk
put an
about-
animated graphic up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
capable
think
of
we
that?
could do that. Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, I have After Effects. I could probably
Totally.
figure something really
100%.
gross out, but
You should do that. Make it funny.
yeah. Okay. I'll do it. I'll see what I can do. Okay.
Yeah.
It is June. We're going to talk
Deal.
about... Deal done. Bam. That's capitalism, baby.
It's already done in the future. Let's go.
You guys already saw it. It's past. Or
Time is relative.
you heard it.
On the
What
internet.
did it sound like, I wonder? Explosions? Got it. Thank you. Let me just grab that real quick. Put that in there.
Yeah. Now replay it using those sound
replay.
effects. Yeah. Slow-mo.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about Marvel as it stands today. Since our last Marvel Cinematic Universe was a whole month of episodes breaking down the four
Entire
phases. Phase 4 hadn't finished yet at the time of that recording. It was just before the great Thor Love and Thunder came out that we recorded that slurry of episodes. This year, we're just going to do one episode. It's been delayed 3 weeks in a row, so here it is finally at the end of June.
But you guys don't know that. You don't know
They
that.
probably do, because we said next week
Yeah,
we'll
they
do
do.
it Marvel, and then we just keep not doing that. But that's okay.
That's fine.
We're here finally now to do it. And as you all probably know, it's my fault that it's been delayed because we recorded it and I failed. So we're gonna quickly do our thoughts overarching, and then we're going to get into our official current rankings. And we are going to, as we did with the Star Wars episode, we had like a scoring system where you guess where the other person ranked theirs, and then you get a certain amount of points based on how far off you were, and the person with less points wins. We did all that, so we know where the rankings stand now, and we have the final scores.
Winner.
And there is a winner by a margin. And
victor.
well, we have the scores, but we can't pretend to not know all the rankings anymore.
Right,
We're just going to kind of go through that a little bit quicker in groups of 10, I believe, is the plan, which reminds me I got to pull that up. So I have it.
I'm looking over the scores again, and they're very funny.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be great, guys.
I love it. I love it so much. I want to go back and find all of these ginormous numbers.
So let's just get into it a little bit here. What are we feeling? How is Marvel doing? Is Marvel alive and well? Is the MCU, has it truly fallen apart?
We're clear into phase 5 right now, right?
Yes, we are.
Quantumania and Volume 3.
Guardians 3 are the first two of that.
Yeah.
Then we'll have
Secret Invasion comes out next week.
Secret Invasion and The Marvels, I believe, is the next movie.
Oh, yes. In the wintertime? Right?
Somewhere around there.
Or is it the summer? Is it summertime?
I don't know when it comes out.
It's November. I think it's November.
That is the fall time. Not either of the ones you said.
It's close to winter.
Okay.
Just chill out, man. You don't have to be that accurate. Right, come on.
Regardless.
November's winter.
November is Thanksgiving, isn't it? That is a fall holiday.
It's definitely winter in my part of the country, my dude.
There's no snow, so there's never winter in my part of the country.
Yeah.
Is that a macaroni cup? What's going on there?
I don't know, man. It's just little white squiggles.
They look like macarons.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Yeah.
What? Some white cheddar.
Okay, so the big statement is Marvel has fallen off since Avengers Endgame. There are
a general consensus.
There's like one or two good movies since Endgame. What are your thoughts? Where do you feel on that?
Well, should we just look at this list here? Because what actually came out after Endgame, right?
Okay. That also includes No Way Home.
Right. Or Far From Home, you mean?
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, the second one, the bad one that I hate.
Yes.
So phase 4 after Endgame, you had Far From Home, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, which everyone hates except for us.
And you don't even really
No Way
like
Home. I do. It just it's mid of my list. Thor for Wakanda Forever, and then Quantumania and Guardians 3.
Yeah.
So out of those guys, like Far From Home, general people liked it. Black Widow, general people liked it? Question mark.
I think it's grown on people over time. I think the big issue was that it was delayed for so long, and then like a prequel to Civil War or something. Yeah. They like threw it back.
Yeah, it was in between. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were like, why do we care about, you just killed this character.
That's also
and
true.
Made us feel that emotion, and then you release a movie with her. Shang-Chi, I feel like pretty much everybody loved.
Yeah.
The people's complaint is mainly the third act where the dragons show up. But I think overall people liked it. Eternals, people hate it because they think it's boring, I guess. It was hyped up. It was hyped up to be this like mind-blowing, the Marvel formula is blown out of the water, and it's going to be
nothing like any movie you've seen before.
It's going to be a wholly unique movie that's never, ever been made even close to what this movie is. It's going to... And then it was just like a pretty good Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And people were like, ugh!
I hate it. Where's Iron Man?
Yeah, but we liked it. Yeah, we liked it a lot.
Visually, 10 out of 10. That's a good
visually, it's
movie.
Good. Characters, they managed to balance all those characters really well.
10 of them.
Really well, yeah. Which is an opinion exclusive to us, apparently, because people hate all of the characters in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's like romance in it, which is fun.
Yeah.
Because you never get that anymore. Spider-Man No Way Home, everybody's favorite movie. Literally every single person on the entire planet loves this movie. I'm like, it's pretty bad. Thor 4, it's garbage. It's worse than everything. But somehow not as bad as one of the Phase 5 movies. In my opinion.
It's fun.
And then Wakanda Forever, which we thought was really good. And I think most people liked. I think it was just like a little bit... it's very heavy, so I think people don't talk about it as much.
Mm-hmm.
So even like... I feel like it's just like once you get to Thor 4 is when people were like, okay, we're done with this thing. This sucks. Marvel is garbage. Oh, you forgot Multiverse of Madness was in there. So.
Oh, yeah. What the heck?
Also that, like...
People don't like Multiverse of Madness.
I would say,
either.
Yeah, they don't like it. They're like, this movie sucks.
It come out after No Way Home.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I don't know, man. People are crazy. Because you look at this list and it's like Black Widow, pretty good movie. Shang-Chi, pretty good movie. Eternals, really good movie. No Way Home, pretty good movie. Multiverse of Madness, really good movie. Wakanda Forever, really good movie. Thor 4, pretty bad, but like it's still made a butt ton of money.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know where the... And then, I mean, we didn't talk about all the shows that fit into Phase 4.
I think the shows really help. Well, not help, but like hindered is literally opposite. Hindered like people's experience, and like there's no break between Marvel projects now. I mean, like we were like getting fatigued when in like 2015, 2016, when they started like doing 3 movies a year. You know,
and I think if you can look at the list in general, like most of the Phase 4 things are going to be below a lot of the Phase 1, 2, and 3 things, because of like they're making so many more, they're making so much more product, and when you do that, you can't spend as much time making each thing, which lowers the quality of certain things. But I think that's kind of changed. We're not getting as much all the time right now.
Yeah.
And so moving into Phase 5, we had Quantumania, which was Jonathan Majors, like Kang is the new big bad for the entire like Phase 5, like Phases 5, 6, and 7, right? Where it's supposed to be like
he's the new Thanos,
Kang, and then sexual assault or just assault in general.
Yeah,
accusations
all a move
against him. And it's looking like those are probably true. And then just recently, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Namor from Tenoch Huerta from Wakanda Forever, also sexual abuse allegations. And
looking like
so
DC out here,
like
guys. What are we doing?
It's that this is a new kind of like symptom of this ginormous company in this big universe of movies, because I suppose when you've literally hired every actor in the business, eventually you're gonna hire some sex offenders.
Yeah, it's gotta happen eventually, right, guys?
Yeah,
come on.
But also maybe you should, I don't know, maybe look into it. Maybe
do some background checks.
Maybe do some background checks before you hire people to be your golden boy. So I think people are pretty tired of everything in general. I don't really know how people feel about Secret Invasion. The marketing's been super weird. It comes out next week, and like if you asked like somebody like
Joe Schmo
in 2018, if you ask somebody about Avengers Endgame, they'd be like, yeah, I'm going to see it. But if you like go up to somebody today and you're like, hey man, you're going to watch Secret Invasion, they'll be like, what is that?
They're like, oh, it's a new Marvel TV show. And they'll be like, no.
There are Marvel TV shows?
Yeah.
Huh? I watched that Hawkeye one and it wasn't very good, so yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So
and then the shows here, let's look at these shows. We got WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. And there are none in there except for one for me personally that I am really in love with. Well, maybe two. Falcon and Winter Soldier. And Loki.
Yeah.
I really like, but other than that, I think people are pretty are just like take it or leave it. I don't think anybody's losing sleep over the rest of those except for you.
Big fan of Miss Marvel. Big fan of Hawkeye.
Big fan of Miss Marvel
I
over
almost
here.
said Hawkeye. My goodness. Big fan of... I actually really like Moon Knight. I think that one was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad ending, but yeah. Yeah. Which the ending definitely... Like if it would have stuck the landing, I would have already rewatched it twice probably, but I probably will never rewatch it just because the ending is really rough.
Yeah. And I mean... The thing that
Not
I
worth it.
really don't like about the shows, especially with like Moon Knight, specifically Moon Knight, is like he's never gonna show up again.
No, yeah.
So like, I mean, Oscar Isaac has kind of already been like, yeah, I'm not gonna do another season.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of the cliffhanger ending? He's not gonna show up in a movie. This character's over. It's not a part of anything else. So it's like, okay, we'll just toss that one then. Like, you could delete that off of Disney Plus today, and it'd take like a month before someone noticed.
Yeah, right.
You know? But if you took, I don't know, if you took Loki off, in 20 minutes, it'd be the big story on Twitter. Like, where's Loki?
Yeah.
You know? It's a real shame.
So what do you think about the future here? Because there was...
What are the future
because
releases?
of the writer's strike is happening, so they had to push everything back, and they released... So here are the new MCU releases coming up. These are just movies at this point.
Sure.
In
After Secret Invasion.
2024, we're going to have Deadpool 3, then Captain America, Brave New World, I think is what it's called now.
I thought it was, it's not New World Order?
They changed it because
Probably for the
of
best.
that connotation.
Yeah.
Then you got Thunderbolts in December. And then February 25, we get Blade, maybe. They've like hired a director, fired that director, hired a writer, fired that writer, hired a new writer. They started writing, and they were like, you know what? Let's just push this back and figure out what we're doing with it. And then now the writer strike is happening.
And they're planning on doing Mahershala Ali and Kit
he's
Harington,
already been
right?
cast. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the Black Knight. May 2nd, 25, Fantastic Four.
Please
Sure.
cast good
Please
people.
be good. Yeah.
Please, let's get Chris Evans back in the Human Torch.
That would be fun. Actually, it wouldn't be.
What?
But
Blame on!
It's a cool idea. And then
They can have him in a cameo, and when they split into the multiverse,
They sure can.
They can show him.
May 1st, 26, Avengers Kang Dynasty, not happening
Probably
ever.
not going to happen.
May 7th, 2027, Avengers Secret Wars, probably not happening. So anyway, I tweeted this, I literally am not looking forward to any of those things. None of those sound good to me or interesting, really. Like the Deadpool 3 with Ryan Reynolds, and they're bringing what's his
Hugh
name?
Jackman.
X-Men. Hugh Jackman.
Bringing Hugh
as
Jackman.
Wolverine back.
Yeah.
I don't care about
Maybe?
that. Ryan Reynolds is annoying.
Oh, hot take. The world loves Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think so anymore, man.
He owns
People are pretty
Wrexham
fed up.
Football Club.
He and Mint Mobile.
He
And
sold
has a
Mint Mobile.
gin brand. Well, why does he keep popping up on my YouTube ads going, welcome to Mint Mobile. Can you believe how cheap this Mint Mobile
he might
is,
still
Mint
be
Mobile?
a spokesperson, but he doesn't own. He sold a bunch of shares.
He says in every ad of if I open YouTube right now and start a video, he would go, as CEO of Mint Mobile, I'm deflating because of inflating, and I'm Ryan Reynolds. He does this every time.
You should subscribe to YouTube Premium so he won't annoy you so much.
I can't pay like freaking $25 a month for YouTube. It's so expensive.
It is $9.
No, it's like 15.
YouTube Premium is $9.
Real.
I pay $9.
I don't believe you.
Okay, I will pull up the bank statement later. It's the same price as my Apple Music.
I mean, I kind of excited for Captain America: Brave New World, but at the same time, I'm not.
What's his
I don't
face?
know.
Is he gonna show up in it? Your favorite new villain? He's gonna
My
be in
favorite new
He's gonna
villain?
be in Thunderbolts.
Who are you talking about?
The guy who killed someone with Captain America's shield, Chuck Schumer. That's not his name. What?
Chuck Schumer?
What's that guy? What's the character's name?
John Walker.
John Walker. That's the one.
He's not my favorite villain. I don't know what you're talking about. I just like that show. He's probably going to be in it. Harrison Ford is in Brave New
He's
World
the new
as the
Thunderbolt
guy.
Ross.
The Red Hulk. That could be fun, I guess.
I don't know why people keep casting Harrison Ford in things. He clearly hates everything.
Yeah, I saw this interview because Indiana Jones 5 is coming out.
Yeah.
And they were like, because the object is the dial of destiny that can maybe take you wherever you want or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the interviewer was like, if you had the dial of destiny, where is the first place you would go? And he goes, home.
I know.
I would go home. I haven't been home in so long. I was like, damn.
This guy,
Let that guy go home.
He's the highest grossing actor of all time until
let this man go to sleep.
Until the Marvels comes out and Samuel L. Jackson takes it back. He's just like, gosh, you don't need any more money, Harrison. Why are you still doing this? Like, do you actually like acting?
Just go take a nap.
You know? What are we doing?
Everything.
Just go make an Apple TV Plus movie with Tom Hanks and just have some fun.
Yeah. Couldn't care less about Thunderbolts. Couldn't care less about Blade. I would love a good Fantastic Four movie, but let's be honest.
Why don't you care about Blade? Blade's cool.
Is he?
Sure.
I don't know anything about Blade. I'm not that interested.
What a pessimist.
And the Avengers movies, I don't know.
I mean,
it seems
who are the Avengers?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
They have done nothing to build up a new group of people at this point. And it's been a whole phase since an Avengers movie, and they kind of finished all of that. So I think the future is dim for Marvel.
It is. Let's hope that we get good DC stuff instead.
I guess.
It's not.
What if we just
great?
What if we just started looking at new superhero stuff? Let's get some new things going. Like the boys.
Let's make more importantly, let's make good things.
Let's just make good movies. Let's really gas up the creator, guys. Can we just let's start a new sci-fi thing that's as good as Star Trek and Star Wars? You know what I mean? Let's create a big 3. Okay. I
saw the creator trailer again in IMAX when I saw The Flash.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, wow, that looks incredible.
I'm so excited.
I hope you like it.
All I know about
when you see it
is the first line in the trailer is like, "What's heaven?" or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's a place with a thing."
I feel like you should know.
I don't want to know anything about it.
Okay, well, I won't say anything then.
All I know is Gareth Edwards is doing Rogue One without the Star Wars license.
Yes, right.
So,
there's rumors of a 4th Spider-Man movie, Tom Holland, coming out.
He'll probably leak it eventually.
Because there are some gaps there. Like, there's a huge gap between Avengers Kang Dynasty in 26 and then Secret Wars in 27.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some stuff in there.
I want future
and
Federation.
I don't know what they're going to do with Secret Wars, because Secret Wars in the comics is just an event where all the superheroes, there's like a really big evil guy, like a Dormammu or a Galactus. He's like, there's this guy who's like, I'm going to destroy everything unless all of the superheroes come onto this place called Battle World and fight each other for a week.
Let's do that. That sounds sick.
All the superheroes go to this place called Battle World and they just fight each other for a week.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know if they're just going to do one-to-one.
Let's just do a battle royale.
Yeah. Right.
Shang-Chi versus Ms. Marvel.
Yeah. It's just a, what do you call those? I mean, you said battle royale. Is that what it is? Like a Mortal Kombat situation.
Yeah. That sounds cool to me, man.
I don't know. They should probably do like a Young Avengers thing, like put Miss Marvel in there, put Kate Bishop in there, throw Spider-Man in there, throw I don't know, the other people, baby. the two kids from WandaVision, throw them in there from the multiverse. Put them in there. They're X-Men. They are in other dimensions.
Fair enough. Well, there's America.
Watch Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. America Chavez for sure.
She's up.
Who else was there? Some other youngins. I feel like.
I don't know.
Who cares? Oh, the Iron Girl from the Black Panther.
Ironheart.
Yes.
Thor's daughter.
Also, Shuri is pretty young. Ew. Thor's. No, we're never seeing that girl again.
What about
never bring her back?
the little kid from Guardians of the Galaxy at the end of the
Thor's
movie.
daughter.
We could get Will Poulter in there. He's
Thor's
like a child.
He is like a child. I like him. I hope he comes back. He won't, but
maybe not.
They're not really doing the connecting thing right now. They're just doing, man, and it really depresses me because we can, like, and I talked about this when we recorded our ranking video that didn't come out. I was like, guys, the Avengers haven't been the Avengers since Age of Ultron, and I miss it so much.
Oh,
like the only movies you can watch where the Avengers are being the Avengers is the first one in Age of Ultron. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Why?
Because then you get friggin'
Infinity War and Endgame not the Avengers? They're all there.
Because they're all separate, and it's like it's not like a team thing happening. It's just too much. It's too much going on. I guess Endgame is more of an Avengers movie.
Yeah, they all come together. Portals. That's like the hypest moment of all time.
Yeah, but it's like I want a smaller team doing things together. You know.
Well,
like
then let's get the Young
team.
Avengers and the X-Men going. Let's get some new teams. Let's get Fantastic Four. That's only 4 people.
I would love that, man.
Okay. Eternals. That's a smaller group.
Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, please. That would be great. If you're gonna cast a big name, cast her.
Let's get what's his face from You to be Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah. I think they should cast no name actors for sure. That's definitely preferred. But if they're gonna cast big names, don't cast Adam Driver. I don't know why they're considering it and why people are hype about it. I think he's an incredible actor.
Fantastic actor. He is.
I love him in everything he does.
The smartest man on earth.
Well, I mean, yeah. Also, don't make it John Krasinski. They're not going to do that, but that was just a dumb little fan cast.
Oh yeah,
not Adam Driver. Bring friggin'
get that guy from Bones.
Make it Timothy Oliphant, the guy from the guy from Boba Fett. The guy, what's his name?
The leader of the biker gang?
No.
Yes!
The guy who's in the second season, who's wearing the Boba Fett armor at first.
Oh, the salesman from the really good salesman from The Office.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Danny Cordray.
Danny Cordray.
Look at him. He looks like a great Mr. Fantastic. He's
could be. Yeah, absolutely. Let's just get Ewan Gruffin, okay? Let's stop it. He was the perfect cast. Just de-age him.
You should have put him in
the
Multiverse
entire
of
movie
Madness for sure.
That would have been
Instead
awesome.
of Krasinski. I love Krasinski too, but he's not Mr. Fantastic. No, thank you. Make a freaking Ant-Man movie with Paul Rudd. That would be great. I would love to see an Ant-Man movie with Paul Rudd in it. Jeez, how
What's
good
happening?
That would be.
There are 3 of those.
There's one of those. And then the other 2 are he's in it.
Yep.
For some of it.
That's
really.
Okay. There's an Ant-Man movie with Paul Rudd in it. You got what you asked for 3 times.
No.
Come on, dude.
Those movies.
I'll concede that there are 2.
Movies.
Quantumania wasn't really that good. Ant-Man and the Wasp is so funny, man. You really need to soften up on that, okay?
It's not funny, but it is. I'll say it's an Ant-Man movie. Okay.
Okay. Well, you literally conceded to the opposite of what I asked you to. So can we just let's move on to
That's not really conceding.
I don't understand. You're being
I'm
combative.
gonna concede. Yeah. I'm really tired of bad movies. This happens when I go to the theater and I see bad movies, and then I have to talk about bad movies. It's just upsetting. We got to
cancel the podcast.
Sure. Ugh, that happened like the string of like Thor: Love and Thunder, and then we saw Lightyear, which isn't really that good, but I was like, at least it's better than Thor: Love and Thunder. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to see a good movie. I need to live again.
Dude, Way of Water is on digital. Should we rewatch that?
I did.
It's a good movie.
Also, we just saw Across the Spider-Verse, which is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
So.
Right behind you.
I don't know. And then I saw I had Transformers boring of the.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention Flushed Away.
I did watch Flushed Away. It sucks.
Come on, man. That movie's fun.
It's not.
love
When's
British-
the last time you watched it?
Probably like
It's
2 years
terrible.
ago.
It is terrible.
I'm gonna watch it today. Where did you watch it on?
It is the most unfunny thing. That's the thing. Oh, no. It was on Netflix. It was
Okay,
on Netflix.
I will literally watch it on Netflix later. Flush it away, baby. And I'm gonna laugh the whole time.
It's not funny, dude.
Because I know all the
Not
jokes.
funny.
The crown jewel.
They
It's
do the
not
same
on
joke over
Netflix,
and over
you
again.
liar.
It was.
You fraud.
What is it on? Oh, it was on Hulu, maybe.
All right, well, I'll look for it. It doesn't matter right now. I'll find it and I'll watch it and I'll laugh and I'll love it. Okay, let's move on to the rankings portion of this episode. That's more fun. We can talk about all the good movies, okay?
We
Let's
love
get
good movies.
Let's start right at the bottom with all those things you hated.
No! Gosh.
All right, I'll go. So
Okay,
this is out of 39 films. Well,
so
films
many.
and TV shows.
Yeah.
To be fair, they're not all movies. And this includes everything from Incredible Hulk to the one that just came out, Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Not including non-Marvel properties, Deadpool, Into the Spider-Verse, that sort of thing. Actual canon MCU, minus the holiday special and Werewolf by Night.
And What If?
Yeah, and What If wasn't on Letterboxd, so we couldn't find a spot for it either. Sadly.
That's all right.
It'd probably be in the top 20 on my list.
We're supposed to get season 2 sometime.
Yeah, let's see that. We should do more Marvel Ruins. Excuse you. Doing a podcast here. Golly.
Continue?
Okay, okay. So we're doing 39. We're going to do them by 10. So the first group is only 9. Can you like break
Sounds
down
great.
the points as we go up? Do you think you could add them up as we go up?
Sure.
So like I'll give my bottom 9 and then you say how many points you had, or like maybe like some highlights, like some of the bad guesses or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
I don't want to do any math.
my bottom of the barrel, the number 39 was She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Just not a fan of that one. Didn't even finish it. Just wasn't for me. And I hate to say it, like, oh, it just wasn't for me. I didn't finish. It's the only thing on this list I didn't finish. So I should give it the bet. I don't know. I'll find some time to watch it. Maybe never, probably.
You don't have to. Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
So
I'll tell you what you missed.
Yeah. I mean,
Daredevil shows up and he goes, "Hey, you want to have sex?" So that's it.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
Probably gonna ruin Daredevil too, and his 18-episode show or whatever that they're doing.
Yeah.
That better be good. That better
If
be
it's
good.
not, we riot.
We riot, and then we delete it from our memory.
Yeah.
We go back to the
It's like it
3-season
never
perfection show,
happened.
except for the
Best
second
show
half
ever
of
made.
season 2. Man, I gotta rewatch it
Yeah,
again.
right.
Maybe it's okay. I don't know. Number 38 was
okay.
Hawkeye. This is the most personally like angry. Everything else on this list, like by the time we get to 26 out of 39, I'm like, yeah, these movies are good.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy them, you know? I'm okay watching these. But like
Yeah.
Hawkeye and maybe the next one, I'm just like, this is bad and it makes me angry. Like Hawkeye, I could talk, and I have, at length about how this show just frickin' sucks. It makes me so mad. So I won't bore you guys with my rage, but I just hate that one. It's terrible. 37, I have Incredible Hulk. Just doesn't really fit into the MCU. I don't really like Edward Norton's Bruce Banner. The CGI is really bad. CGI isn't everything. We got to understand that that's like it's not something that can like solely destroy a film.
If it makes you feel better, the CGI in The Flash is worse. So
that's wild
good.
statement. No way. But I mean, I thought Abomination looked okay. But there's like a specific shot in broad daylight when the Hulk like jumps off of this college campus building, and I just see it in my head, and I'm like, wow, that is horrendous.
I mean, it's 2008, man.
That's true. But Iron Man came out the next year, and that movie, like, he looks real. That whole movie looks amazing.
He's not a giant green monster man.
Okay, but he is in a giant metal suit.
It's easier to do metal textures than freaking green human skin texture.
Okay. I'll give you the points for like there must be some element of Uncanny Valley there, I guess here.
Yeah.
You got me on that one. I'll give you that.
I got you. Thank you
number
for
36
to my argument.
Well, I'm the only one that can do it. The next one, 36, is Iron Man 2. Jon Favreau's masterpiece.
Brutal, dude.
Brutal. Then I have 35 is Thor: The Dark World. There are some moments that I liked in that one. I think every single Marvel movie ever has made me laugh, except for Quantumania. Dude, other than the laughing goats, I thought Thor: Love and Thunder was pretty funny. Let's be real. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then this is a big one for me. Avengers: Age of Ultron at 34. That's pretty low.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I think James Spader is good. I think the plot is boring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about that one. I got to watch it again. It's probably not that bad. And then I have 33.
It's not that bad.
It's probably not that bad. Let me move it up a couple spots.
Yeah. Put it at number 10.
Yeah, okay. So I have Ant-Man Quantumania at 33, Thor: Love and Thunder at 32, and WandaVision at 31. Not a fan of WandaVision. Didn't like that one so much.
That was where I got quite a few points. Was WandaVision. I had it up there.
Yeah.
A bit more for sure.
And I mentioned this in the video that we recorded that I failed to record. The TV shows were just difficult for me to place. Either they felt like they were too high or too low. It's just hard to compare them to the movies, but we did it anyway.
Yeah. Other than WandaVision, I was pretty close. I had like 2 points here and there, 1 here and there, 4 off for Age of Ultron, but I was feeling your vibe pretty well.
Yeah.
So my bottom was Quantumania, the worst movie ever made, which I think you had correct. Nope.
I think I put She-Hulk at the bottom.
I think you did too. Yeah, because you were like, you didn't finish it, and I was like, actually, I did though. So,
dang it.
Unfortunately, I did. Then I had Thor: Love and Thunder at number 38. She-Hulk 37. Ant-Man and the Wasp 36.
Wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty bad movie. And you're pretty close on all of these. Thor: The Dark World at 35. Spider-Man: Far From Home at 34. Let's see. Which one is this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, yeah. So I had Far From Home at 34, Captain Marvel at 33, Thor at 32, and then I had Thor Ragnarok at 31.
Yeah, that's wild.
You got 12 points for that. Because as time has gone on and my hatred for Taika Waititi has grown, I do not like that film.
Brutal.
Very much. The Hulk looks worse in that movie than he does in The Incredible Hulk. It's a
you
claim that
literally know that you're lying right now. You are actually lying.
I like his design more in The Incredible Hulk, regardless of texture.
Okay.
And then you guessed my number 30 correctly. So
yeah. My number 30 was Captain Marvel. That movie has grown on me over time. I really actually like the Kree side characters going on. I enjoy the Skrull. I'm actually getting super excited for Secret Invasion, one of the only ones.
Me too, man. Let's keep our expectations very low.
They're just gonna
so
keep
that
going
hopefully we'll be surprised.
Yeah, so I've heard that it's really boring, and that excites me.
Yes, I cannot wait.
Yeah, so we're hopeful for that.
And boring things.
And the Marvels, is gonna be so good, dude.
I hope so.
I'm gonna have rose-tinted glasses watching it for the first time because I'm like, Miss Marvel's in this movie. Automatic gas. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Iman
super
Vellani,
super excited. Iman Vellani,
Oscar for Best Actress.
amazing.
Best actress.
Then I have number 29 is Falcon Winter Soldier. Big hot take, hurting Jordan's heart here. 28 is Iron Man 1.
Brutal.
Then I have Black Panther at 27, Spider-Man Far From Home, which is the Europe one, in 26, Thor 1 at 25, Ant-Man at 24, Civil War at 23.
Right, that was rough for me.
That was a bad one for Jordor.
That was really bad. I had that way up there.
Yeah. That movie has deteriorated in my mind over time. I really love that Spider-Man is in it. The big fight scene at the airport is cool, but like knowing that the comic Civil War has like Fantastic Four, X-Men, just
literally
like everybody's there. Just like the scale that we could have had if they saved Civil War till now, so they actually had something cool to give us.
Yeah.
Just makes me sad.
And it doesn't.
For this one.
The comic event doesn't take place over a day like the movie does.
Yeah.
it's months of these people like switching sides and like getting new information and like betraying each other, and new characters show up, and it's really cool. But the movie is just kind of like, I like that it's all of the Captain America stuff with him and Bucky, and all of that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Iron Man doesn't, like, Tony Stark is just like, he's the catalyst for the plot. He doesn't really get a character arc necessarily. He kind of does, I suppose. But
I will say,
there are no stakes because the next movie they're just like, we're fine.
Yeah. I will say, as far as like the 3-act structure of the MCU as a whole, Civil War is a perfect midpoint for Tony and Cap. They have like fully switched their original positions throughout their films, and they come to this one and they're like acting how the other person would as they've grown and changed over time. And then they come together over it. It's just that part like boggles my mind to see how well that was like done. And that's what I think the MCU is missing now, is that these characters haven't coalesced at all.
Yeah. They don't really interact in interesting ways.
Yeah. That's one thing I'll definitely concede to Civil War that I think is really, really awesome. At 22, I have Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's the best Ant-Man movie, according to me. And then I have First Avenger, Captain America, at 21.
Dang. Yeah, I had it. Yeah, that was rough for me, that Civil War. But that was pretty much, other than that. Actually, did you say you had it, your Civil War was your 23, right?
Yeah.
What was your 25?
25, I have Thor.
Yeah, I had put Wakanda Forever there at 25 for you for some reason. I still don't remember why I did that. I think I might have just forgot about it.
You had some like fake memory that I didn't like.
Yeah, I seemed to remember that you. I think what happened was like you talked a lot about how you didn't like the Ironheart stuff, and maybe I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just felt weird that this kid was killing people.
I had Ant-Man, first one at number 30.
Nailed it.
Hawkeye at 29. I have Incredible Hulk all the way up here at 28. A great film. I don't know if it's great. It's just I enjoy it a lot. So,
how many points did I get for that one?
Let's see here.
I want to say I was actually pretty close.
Where am I at? It's hard to keep track here.
Because, like, you had talked about it in the past. I knew that it was up there, but I wasn't sure, like, it moved up as I was editing my version of it several times. I wasn't sure where to put it for you.
You were only 5 off.
Oh, wow. Okay. Go me.
30, 29, 28. Miss Marvel's all the way down here at 27. Sorry, Joshua.
Earth-shattering.
Shang-Chi's all the way down here at 26, which you were 5 off on that one.
Mm-hmm. I like Shang-Chi.
Let's see. Eternals is all the way down here at 25.
That is rough.
Which gave you 7 points, which is a bummer. I think just the rest that are above it. Gosh, I don't even believe this anymore. Like my opinion has changed since we recorded this episode.
Where would you put Eternals now?
I would not put it below, because right now I have it below all of these movies that are not as good as it. Wow. What was I thinking? That's
like I have...
Oh, gosh.
I have Ant-Man below Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that's just not true. The first... that's just inaccurate.
I have Eternals at 25, and it's below a bunch of these. I'm going to have to bring it up all the way to like freaking 17.
All right. That's better. I'll take that. That's like when we were talking about this before, we had made our lists like a month in advance, and they were changing by the hour at some times. I mean, like every time we thought about a movie, we're like, that's better than I thought, or
with this many movies, it's impossible to be like, other than like the top 5, like it's impossible to, because I just saw The Flash, and the way that The Flash made me think about superhero movies like changes how I think about some of these movies. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's actually true. I'm just, as an example, like you see other movies,
right,
and then you're like, wow, actually, maybe Black Panther is actually not that bad.
I stand firm when I say that Eternals has the best visualization of super speed in
you're
live
right
action.
About that. I
think it looks so good.
I don't know why they don't do that more often.
Mm-hmm.
If you just make a fast person look fast.
Yeah, other than like
smart.
Dash. When he's like running on water in Incredibles.
I understand what they're trying to do with Ezra Miller's Flash. They're like, because it's like their idea was he's traveling through the Speed Force. Like he's not actually running. He's traveling through a thing.
Dimension.
A dimension.
He's moving his body on one of those horizontal escalators.
Yeah, he really is.
That makes him look like he's going faster.
Okay, so you got 12 points here at number 22, because I had Doctor Strange there at 22, and you had it 12 points above.
Wow.
You thought I really liked that movie. I really like the sequel to that movie, but I don't love that one.
Brutal. What is this, my mantra?
It's kind of boring,
Wi-Fi
but
password.
We're not animals, or whatever he says.
We're not savages.
I have Moon Knight at 21, which you were pretty close. You were 4 off. And then you guessed my 20 spot on. Well done.
Yes, I got the 10s. Okay, speaking of 20, my number 20 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Right. Phase 4, dominance coming in hot here. At 14, oh no. At 19, I have Spider-Man No Way Home. As I confront my personal truth, this movie is going to continue to go up, and I'm going to fall to the internet's way of thinking, and eventually it will become number 1. Then I have Loki at 18. It's probably a little low. Season 2 will make this definitely go up if Season 2 is as good as the first one, because it'll be the only Marvel show with 2 seasons. Of course, Miss Marvel has graduated to full stardom with her feature film coming out soon.
Hopefully. We can only hope.
Please be good, dude. Oh my gosh. Please be so good. I need the haters to shut up. At 17, I have Captain America, The Winter Soldier. This is a hot take. Someone I was talking to before we recorded this episode talked about how Winter Soldier was his favorite MCU movie. I know that Jordan really likes this movie, although I did not think he liked it as much as he did when I did the ranking for it. I have at Moon Knight. At 16, I have Moon Knight. 15 is Homecoming. It's a little low. I don't know how accurate that is. It could probably sneak into the top 10. Maybe. I have it. The first Avengers film at 14, Ragnarok at 13. The movie has kind of gotten worse for me. I have no problem with Taika Waititi's humor in this movie. I think he knew what he was doing this time, and it's like with the first Deadpool where they had some cool ideas and they were like, let's do this thing, and they did it, and then they made a ton of money. And they were like, "Oh snap! Let's do it again, but we have to be crazier. We have to be funnier. we have to be bloodier,
but more."
Yeah, like Ted Lasso, except they went the wrong way,
the wrong direction.
Yeah,
offsides, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
No,
so that
that's not what offsides is.
The literal ending product is Thor: Love and Thunder, where it's like it's a distilled 5 times through diamonds version of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. It's so concentrated that it ends up being gross.
Yeah.
You know.
And then I have Black Widow at 12. Shout out Black Widow for being so great. This movie's awesome, dude. The intro to this movie, all the way through the opening credits with the music, I'm having a blast. David Harbour comes in. He's like, "What's up, guys? This movie's awesome. Check me out."
Captain America.
Yeah. I just think the movie's a ton of fun. I enjoy the plot. It's good. It is good. It is my Solo, a Star Wars story. Those two movies are like linked in my mind as like just fun, kind of like summer action blockbusters. Yeah. You know,
movies that nobody asked for and the general public hated, but we like.
Just enjoying. And then at number 11, I have Doctor Strange. Yeah, the first one. Good movie.
Yeah,
I like Mads
Mads
Mikkelsen in that one.
Let me try to figure out where this list is at here, because you got this correct, so that means we're right here.
At the 0.
Because there aren't too many zeros on here, man. No, yep, there aren't for me either. I think I got more zeros Black Widow. Black Widow on 20. Spider-Man No Way Home at 19, which you got 13 points for that, and then I had the first Avengers, the Avengers at 18, which gave you 10 points. Then I had Age of Ultron at 17, you got 2 points. Then I had Civil War at 16, which gave you 12 more points.
Yes, sir.
This is where it really started to fall apart for you. And then you were called WandaVision, you were only one off at 15.
Yes.
Loki at 14. Multiverse of Madness at 13, which you were only one off. And this is where I decided to be a hot take internet boy, and I put Avengers Endgame and Infinity War at 11 and 12, which you got 6 points for each.
Unreal.
My reasoning was that I don't remember what my reasoning was, but
you said something about like they aren't movies; they're like events. And
sure.
So the top 10 was just my favorite movies.
Yeah. I can get behind that argument. Let's say that.
I had to save the top 10 for the truly special films.
Yeah.
I was like,
that I can go back and watch
about?
Individually. But then I had Falcon and Winter Soldier up there, which you can't just watch in one sitting. I mean, you could, but
that'd be like half a day. It'd take me half a day.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Your list is crazy.
I can get behind my list still, except for Eternals being that low.
All right.
So we're at the 10s here.
We're at the top 10s. These are the big hitters.
Really rough for you, honestly. The points really start adding up here.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I apparently don't know anything about Jordan. And Jordan doesn't know anything about himself either, because he put Eternals so low. Crazy person.
But again, you got my... Wait, no, did you? You got my number 10 spot on. No. Wait, where am I at here?
I got something pretty good on there.
No, that's me. Here we go.
Oh, never mind.
Wait. Anyway, you go ahead and tell me.
Okay, go ahead. Figure out whatever you're figuring out. I'm going to go through my top 10.
Yeah. You go.
At number 10, I have Eternals. This movie's so good, guys. 10, that's top 10 for 10 good characters. All right?
Heck yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The movie is fun. It's got a bunch of new characters, like I just said a bunch of times. The villain is not amazing, but also the villain is not who we think it is, which is fun. It's cool. Like the characters all have similar looking powers because they're like made from the same cloth or whatever, but they all do different things with them. It's just it's cool. It's new, and I love that. And I think I really was hoping that it would be the start of something like the new group.
The start of something new.
And that hasn't really transpired yet. But I hope
we
that
literally will never see any of those characters ever again. I'm just telling you right now, we will never see them again.
That would be really sad. Because I need Harry Styles to star in an MCU.
Eternals is the lowest rated Marvel movie, other than Iron Man 2, I believe.
What?
That's correct. I'm pretty sure on the old Rotten Tomatoes, it has the worst score other than Iron Man 2.
You're lying.
People hated it. People hate Eternals a lot. And it didn't do well at the box office. So
it's like the best looking Marvel movie. Like, how can you argue that it's actually just bad? I don't really understand that. Anyway.
People hate it. They hate it.
Anyway. I have Miss Marvel and the 9 spot.
Yeah, you do.
This might be a bit overzealous coming from me.
I had it even higher.
Yeah.
For your list.
I might be hard serving this a little. In the words of Olin.
It's okay, man.
But I genuinely really enjoy it. And
it can be there on your list, and even if you don't think it's better than the things below it, you can still have it there.
Okay, well then it's number 1.
You like it that much.
Yep.
There you go.
I think the characters
you like Miss Marvel more than literally every other Marvel thing.
Yeah.
That's your number 1.
That's the number 1. I have a huge crush on Iman Vellani, and I really like her show. There it is. Those are the facts.
She's pretty good. She's really good in it. She's incredible.
Thank you. At number 8, I have Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, she's Canadian.
This movie is just like, it is Sam Raimi, you know?
People
forget that they brought Sam Raimi in to do this movie.
Sam Raimi's. Yeah.
And he was like, let me make a Sam Raimi movie for you guys real quick. And he did just that. And people
it's unfortunate that most people only remember the John Krasinski bit.
And the
Patrick Stewart bit.
And the eyeball at the end.
Yeah,
like people literally have forgotten. People have literally forgotten the entire movie, and everyone's opinion is distilled with the eyeball at the end of the movie. They're like, the movie sucks because of this 30-second post-credit scene. It's the worst part of the entire MCU. And I'm like,
people hate the way that it ends because there's the first eyeball scene before the credits roll where he's walking on the street and he screams and he looks up and the eyeball opens up, and that shot looks really good and it looks like Sam Raimi, and people hate that. They hate it. The discourse around that scene, like people are like, this is like, I sent you that TikTok. They were like, I can't believe that this like Multiverse of Madness has the worst ending in a movie ever. That was the quote. It's like, it has the worst movie. It has the worst ending
of
any movie ever.
Wow.
He's saying this about a really good ending, by the way.
Yeah. Unprecedented.
Like a really awesome cliffhanger.
Yeah. We don't know what's going on with
It's
Doctor
insane.
Strange. It's crazy. That movie is fun. It's scary. It's creepy. It takes a hero we like and perverts her into something she's not, and then she becomes that thing, and it's a whole thing. And then,
gosh, it's so good, man.
It's so much fun. I love it.
I saw on Twitter, and you'll be happy to know, that Benedict Cumberbatch is in talks to return as Doctor Strange in Doctor Strange 3.
Doctor Strange 3, the Multiverse of Madness.
Those headlines crack me up. Like,
he's in talks.
Yeah, he plays Doctor Strange.
Yeah. If there's gonna be Doctor Strange 3, it's gonna be Benedict.
Yeah. That is him.
Yep.
He is that character.
And he's a great cast for that character.
He is.
You just got to work on the accent a little.
Yeah, it's better in the second one.
It is a lot better. Yeah, absolutely. At my number 7, I have Wakanda Forever. This movie came out.
I got a lot of points for that.
And I was just like, this is a banger. Slap it at the top. I love this movie. It's such a beautiful tribute to Chadwick. I think Letitia Wright, she's doing a great job. Lupita Nyong'o is good in this movie. Angela Bassett, Oscar-worthy performance. She was snubbed.
Yeah, freaking Jamie Lee Curtis. Get out of
Jamie Lee
here.
Curtis. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if
One of
if,
the best actresses to ever live.
Yeah, whatever, man.
She's incredible. She's incredible.
Stephanie Sue could have gotten that Oscar before Jamie Lee Curtis. Just saying.
That is true. That is so true.
Angela Bassett deserved it more than anyone else. Sadly, Tenoch Huerta was really, really good in that movie, and it's like,
gosh, he's so good.
He was such a cool
love
villain.
Him so much.
I'm gonna need him to turn back time and make different choices because are you
so
serious, man?
I'm so much more upset about him than I was about Majors.
We had such,
I was really upset. Like,
all
obviously, it's all bad
Yeah.
that both of these people did these things, but I was really just like. Because I wasn't that excited about King, but I really loved that character.
Yeah, Namor was so cool, dude, and they did so much work for it.
His performance was so good.
It's actually
it's
heartbreaking.
So sad. It's so,
and I mean,
just
again, we would like to reiterate that none of this matters.
No,
what actually matters is like the victims and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
But
he should pay for his crimes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay? An actual criminal, if true. So that's all. Yeah. That's all there.
That's more important.
It's sad. Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Also, Ezra Miller.
Yeah. Seriously, that guy's done some crazy stuff. Okay.
Allegedly.
No, man. No.
There is that video of him literally choking a fan at a event. So
yeah, we know it's all real. At number 6, I have Guardians Volume 2. This movie dropped from the number 4 spot last year to number 6. Had to give some real praise to my boy Iron Man 3 at number 5. I was really happy to bring it into the number 5 spot, starting lineup. And, I love that movie. I hadn't finished it in its entirety. I kind of skipped it when it came out. I never saw it when it came out in theaters. And years went by, and then Cosmonaut Marcus coming in and was like, he did that big long MCU videos, and he was like, this is one of my favorite ones. I never watched it in theaters. People told me it was bad, and then I went and finally saw it, and it was amazing. I was like, dang, I should watch that. And I had the exact same experience. So shout out to Marcus.
People
for that
didn't
one.
like the Mandarin thing, but like,
it's fun.
If you didn't read the comics, you don't care.
Yeah,
you didn't know about the Mandarin until this movie anyway. So it's like,
right. That's the exact same thing I have with Moon Knight. Is like I don't know anything about the third persona guy, so I didn't care about the ending as much. It's just the giant alligator I didn't like.
Have you seen The Nice Guys, directed by Shane Black, the director of Iron Man 3?
Yes.
Starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Yeah, funny movie. Good movie.
Really good. Really good. Underrated. Great director, that guy.
I like when he breaks that guy's elbow and he screams.
Yeah.
That's funny. I have at number 4, I have Avengers Infinity War. I stand behind my opinion that Endgame is better than Infinity War. Although I will say...
That's crazy.
Infinity War is Thanos' movie, and I think it's so freaking amazing that a villain has the most screen time in that movie.
Why do you think Endgame's better than that one?
Because it's the ending.
Interesting.
It ends the thing.
Interesting.
It's the most spectacular finale to a 10-year saga that has spanned my entire childhood, basically.
Yeah.
Or my teenhood.
I think the Professor Hulk of it all really hinders the rewatch for me personally. I do not like that character. I do not find him funny. I think the visual effects look bad, and for the majority of it. And I don't. Also, Rhodey is not funny, and he's in it quite a bit. It just things like that hinder the rewatch. But I can rewatch Infinity War any day.
Yeah,
any day of the week.
I mean, I haven't rewatched either of those in a year or two.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm having more trouble rewatching stuff as of late.
Yeah,
I haven't seen.
Yeah, we don't really.
Go ahead.
We don't really rank things the same way because I view rankings more as like what do I want to rewatch the most?
Yeah,
and I don't think it's not really. That doesn't seem to be as much how you think about it, but
Mine is objective truth.
That's
okay.
A more objective. This is better than this.
Yeah. With a small twinge of emotional impact.
Yeah. Because like freaking the Incredible Hulk is not better than Ant-Man. It's not. But it's above Ant-Man in my list. It's not better than Captain Marvel. But yeah, it is. It's above it for sure.
But yeah, for sure it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. 100%.
Speaking of emotional impact, I have Guardians 3 at number 3. This movie was amazing. I gave it
Incredible.
a 9.5, and then I watched it again and I gave it a 10 because I couldn't help myself. It is still the best movie I've seen this year. Across the Spider-Verse is not as good. Confirmed.
Watch it a second time, please.
I want to, but I'm not going to go to the theater alone twice. So somebody freaking go with me, please.
Well, once you watch it for the second time, you will realize that it's perfect.
Okay, well, that's too bad.
Potentially.
I'm gonna give you the same exact reason. It's and you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna say it's like Infinity War. It doesn't have an ending, or you know.
I mean, I totally get it. I was with you the first time I saw it, and then I saw it the second time, and I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am so excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse, and give me the 5-hour cut of these movies put together. I'll put it at the top of my list. Don't get me wrong.
Fair enough.
Absolutely. That sounds like a sick movie. Number 2, I have Avengers Endgame. And then at number 1, I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, which is a true banger. That's a fire film.
An incredible film. Yeah. It is, as you will see in a few short moments again. My number 10. So, okay, I remember putting, my top 10 together. I wanted it to be like movies that I rewatch super often. And I had the entire Iron Man trilogy in my top 10, which I was really proud of. Regardless of
unbelievable
whether I actually believe this or not. I definitely like
Iron Man 2.
I don't know, man. I had Iron Man 2 at number 10. Yes, I did. And I stand by that decision for sure. Which you got 17 points for that, which is brutal.
Because that is
shouldn't have done that.
Crazy, dude.
Shouldn't have done that to my boy.
Okay, so let's say, for experiment's sake, you don't have this idea of putting it in the top 10. It's not 10.
Yeah.
How far does it drop if you're not holding on to that 10 spot?
Well, it depends on like what we're talking about, because like I genuinely enjoy Iron Man 2 so much, and I think it's a ton of fun. And like I rewatch it more often than I rewatch Avengers Endgame, and I rewatch it more often than I rewatch Avengers Infinity War. So it's like, it's going to be above those guys. I have a great time watching it. Yeah. Objectively, let's go objectively here. Okay, let's just see how far it goes down. Is Iron Man 2 better than Multiverse of Madness? No.
Yeah, okay. you climb down the stairwell. I'm going to tell a story. So, I had this anime list for a long time. I still do. It's, the ranking exists. And I had Soul Eater at number 1 for a long time. I said, Soul Eater is the best one. I love it. I have not rewatched this show in like 4 years now. I cannot get myself to rewatch this show. And I said, okay, let's be honest here. Is it really number 1? And I said, no, I like Attack on Titan more, whatever. So I put it at number 2. And I evaluated the next show. It went down to 14 before I stopped lowering it down. And so I was like, wow. I really, really, really like that show. It's amazing. Yeah. The ending is so good. But I just it was holding on to 10 or to the number 1 spot. And when I finally said like, no, it's not number 1, it just kept, I was like, it's not number 2. And then it just kept falling for a while.
I would have to bring Iron Man 2 all the way down to I would put it just below the Avengers at number 19.
Wow.
See? I have Spider-Man No Way Home way too high. I don't like that movie anymore. No, it's just like there's so like I saw Across the Spider-Verse and I was like, wow. that's a good Spider-Verse movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, Spider-Man No Way Home is not good.
I got to rewatch that one. I've only seen it the one time in theaters. I got to get my...
It has a few amazing moments with Willem Dafoe. Like, I honestly could take or leave the Toby Andrew stuff. I'm glad I saw them again, but at the same time, like, their introduction scene is so laughably boring to look at, and the CGI is really bad, and I hate it. But anyway, as my list stood at the time of these scores happening, Iron Man 2 was up at number 10.
Okay.
So you got 17 points for that. I had Spider-Man Homecoming at number 14.
That was a bit surprising for me.
Spider-Man Homecoming at number 9, which gave you 14 points.
I just kind of had this blanket assumption that you just hated
the
new
Tom Holland ones.
Yeah.
But no, I genuinely really like that movie.
It's good because Homecoming is great.
I think it's really good, really, really good. And you got this one completely correct. Falcon and Winter Soldier at number 8.
I'm honestly
really like
surprised that I put it in the top 10 for you.
Yep.
I don't know how I ended up with that one so high for you.
You knew that I liked
guess
it
I did.
a lot.
I guess I'm a
love it.
genius.
The only thing I would change is a few aspects of the finale. Other than that, I'm okay with it how it is. I would overall, if I could rewrite the entire show, I would take the flag smashers out of it.
Yeah.
But as it stands, like
then what would you do with
completely
Enfys
terrible?
Nest? You recast her into a good part. She's good.
Put her in there as something completely different.
Yeah. She could be.
I would
Finn.
make the entire show about John Walker being the villain. Against these guys because there's so many good dynamics there. I had Wakanda Forever at number 7, which gave you 5. Guardians Volume 2 also moved down. I had it at my number 1 previously last year. So a year has gone by and it has moved down to number 6. My top 5 here was Iron Man 3 at number 5.
Heck yeah. That's a good one.
No, wait, I'm mixed up here. I had...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Iron Man 3 number 5, which gave you 4 points. You were off 1. I had Iron Man at number 4.
I think I had it
Captain
at 3.
America. Yes. I had Captain America the Winter Soldier at number 3, which gave you 14 points. You did not know that I liked that so much. It's my favorite MCU movie outside of the Guardians movies. Well, the first one and the third one, apparently. Because my number 2 was Volume 3, and my number 1 was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Banger.
Which you had kept Volume 2 at my number 1, I believe.
Yeah. Very disappointing.
But, yeah, it's definitely, it's up there in my top 10 for sure, so it's not
it's
like
great.
it's
it's in my top 10 too. I have it at 6 as well. So
it's amazing. It's incredible. Kurt Russell.
He's pretty good.
So, yeah, the scores overall here, guys.
Yeah, let's get these overall scores. Where do you think we are going to land? Who do you think did a little bit better than the other?
Joshua had a combined total of 192 points. And I had a combined total of 138 points. So it's like,
just 68 points off.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's remind everybody that the Star Wars ranking score was 42 to 43, I believe. And I won that one.
A lot less movies,
Yeah, it's true. And we both had I feel like Star Wars doesn't move around as much. Like those movies are pretty well cemented.
Man, I meant to give you my DC ranking last week when I talked about The Flash, now that I've seen The Flash. You guys probably aren't interested in that, but I can do it right now if you are interested.
Low-key, I kind of am, actually. Hit me.
Okay, let me put The Flash now that I've thought about it for a few days.
Give me all the movies and I'll give you my own guessing here.
Okay.
I know almost nothing about your opinions on these other than Superman is your profile pic on Twitter now.
It is.
He's a DC super nerd now. He's obsessed with DC. He's I'm
a big fan.
You were always sympathetic to the DC universe.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Unlike me.
Okay. We're back.
Okay.
Joshua's going to tell me what he thinks my opinion is on the DC
Okay.
movies.
I don't know what these numbers are, so you're just how many there are. I'm not even going to pretend. So, at the very bottom, you have Birds of Prey because you haven't seen it.
Correct.
Okay. Next on the bottom,
Ewan McGregor's the villain in that movie, though.
I know it's Ewan McGregor. Next, it's gonna either be the theatrical Justice League or Suicide Squad. So and I'm gonna say Suicide Squad.
That is incorrect.
Dang it. Okay, it's the original.
I like it just a little bit more than Justice League, but
Okay.
they're both absolute crap.
Okay. So the original Justice League cut, and then Suicide Squad is your next one.
Yes.
And then we're gonna throw Fury of the Gods in there.
No, man.
Not quite.
I like that one. We're still in the movies that I don't like.
Okay. Then we're gonna throw in.
Not even really.
Then we're gonna throw in 1984, Wonder Woman 1984.
Close. You're one off.
One off.
I have one below 1984.
Is it Batman vs Superman?
No. I'll just say it's Black Adam.
Oh, Black Adam. I forgot about that one already.
Yeah. Even now with Black Adam right here, like I can enjoy all of these movies.
Yeah.
Going up.
Okay, so above Black Adam, then we have Wonder Woman 1984.
Yes, Pedro Pascal is a blessing in this movie.
Ooh, nice.
A saving grace.
Okay, then it's gonna be Batman vs Superman. Surely.
Nope.
Okay. Don't you dare have Wonder Woman down here. It's the first Wonder Woman?
No, it's
No, it's... Is it Joker?
It is Joker.
You psychopath? That movie's so good.
It is. You gotta think in my brain. Okay, how often do I rewatch Joker?
Okay, you're right. The rewatch.
Never.
Okay.
Even though it's really really good,
And
when I do rewatch it, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something I will just like.
Yeah, it's like Parasite
forever.
for me. I've only seen that movie once, but I loved that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's throw in a random Aquaman.
No.
Okay.
Not quite yet.
Then it's Shazam 2.
Yes.
Okay, Shazam 2.
Great job.
Okay, now we throw in Batman vs Superman.
No.
How high is this movie? The movie was so bad.
Do you remember my opinion about the movie?
No, the movie sucked.
I have made my opinion on that movie very clear.
Ugh. He likes it anyway. Okay, then we can throw in Zack Snyder's cut. Do you like that movie?
Not yet.
Okay.
I do like it, yeah. I like all of these, to be clear.
Okay.
Except the bottom three.
We throw in The Flash then. We got the
Not quite
Flash.
yet, man.
How many? What movie could it be?
It could be only one.
The first Shazam.
Close.
No.
You're one off. It's Wonder Woman there.
The first Wonder Woman below Shazam. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. These are all really good movies in my opinion.
Okay, then Shazam. Okay, then
I'm sorry. Shazam. It's Wonder Woman and then something and then Shazam.
Oh, okay. So then you have Aquaman.
No.
And then Shazam. Okay. Is it the Suicide Squad?
Nope.
Okay, that movie's still good. That's good.
It's still good, yeah.
Then it's The Flash.
Yes.
Then it's Shazam.
Yes.
Okay. Then it's The Suicide Squad.
Nope.
Even good. Okay, even better. Zack Snyder's cut is there.
Yep.
Okay.
Zack Snyder's cut is there.
Okay.
Then top 5 here.
Okay, top 5. Very good for Suicide Squad. I really, really like Suicide Squad. That was a good movie.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you guess what my number 1 is?
Yes, I know what the number 1 is. I haven't even mentioned it yet because I know it's number 1. Yeah. And I know what's number 2. I can guess what number 2 is. Okay, so this is where it gets hard. Okay, so number 5 is The Flash. No, we already did the Flash. What am I
That was
talking
down,
about? Okay. Number 5 is Aquaman.
One off.
What else is left? We already did Black
in there,
Adam,
it's
the
in there.
Flash, Joker, Shazam.
The
2.
very first movie ever made. Ever.
You have Man of Steel at 5?
Yes, dude.
What?
You know I like that movie, man.
I thought it was number 2.
Oh, no.
You
no,
love
no,
that
no.
movie.
I do. I like it a lot. It's
The
it's in my top
soundtrack.
5. It's number 5. It's
Wow,
incredible.
I really would have thought that was number 2. Okay, Man of Steel at 5.
Something else is number 2.
Zack Snyder at 4.
No, that was 6.
Oh, it's already gone. Okay.
Then Man of Steel was 5, and then I said Aquaman was 4.
Aquaman is 4. Okay, The
That's a
Suicide
great
Squad
movie.
is 3.
Yes,
You have Batman v Superman at 2.
I do.
Wow.
I
And then,
love that movie.
Obviously, Robert Pattinson's The Batman at the top.
Dude. Yes, of course. And to
that's
be clear, the Batman is like it's up in the freaking stratosphere.
Like, it's in a separate list in Letterboxd.
Yeah. And the rest happened later. But
Okay. I mean,
I love
The
Batman v
Batman,
Superman so much, dude.
The Batman is in your top 10 movies of all time.
Right.
So let's make
None
that
of these
clear.
other movies even come close to touching that list.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
what a ride.
That is crazy, dude.
My
I
love
watched
for Batman versus Superman has grown. Every year it grows stronger. I love it so much.
that movie was
And Affleck is so
borderline
good.
unwatchable for me. Like, if I was
I don't
alone,
know,
if
man.
I wasn't watching that with
Yeah,
you,
you
I
would turn
would
it
not
off.
have finished it.
Yeah.
Batman
I
kills
understand,
people
man.
with a gun.
Yeah, I know.
Jesse
No.
Eisenberg.
I like him.
Wonder Woman clicks through a
he's so
slideshow
silly.
of all the characters.
It's so dumb. Yeah, you're right about that. I should probably take it down because of that.
Oh my gosh, that movie's
Here's the
so
thing.
bad.
Objectively, the Suicide Squad is up there at number 2.
Uh-huh.
But subjectively, I don't rewatch that one as often because
Where are all
can you
these?
guess why? It's because there's too many jokes and jokes only work once. Okay,
But you'll
For
watch
me,
Guardians
that's me.
1. You
That's
laugh
me,
every
that's me.
time.
That
That is
movie is
also
good.
true.
that is also true. Yeah,
The
yeah.
movie's
yeah,
funny
yeah.
every time. Come on now.
I am a contradiction. I understand. I'm a contrarian.
I can't understand your mind.
I don't know, man. I just see a thing and I put it somewhere, and that's where it is. You know?
Wow. I come with the
Yeah.
objective hard truths.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, like when I talk about Marvel, like my list is nowhere near like rewatchableness. Like I'd watch
Sure.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Like I'd watch it today before I watch anything else on this list.
Sure.
Right? That movie is so much fun to watch. But I know it's not in my top 10, you know?
We're just different, man. We're just different. We're made different.
We're
Built different, bro.
75% 0% the same.
That is accurate for sure.
We are only quarter twins after all.
I would love for you to watch Aquaman, but I know you would hate it. So there's no point in watching that with you. I would
We'll have
love to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League with you, but I know you would hate it. So there's no point.
What's wrong with Zack Snyder's cut?
If you hate BVS, you would hate that because it's just more of that. It's a
Ugh.
continuation of that.
Gosh, that movie sucks.
That's not really true. It's a bit more. It's a bit more fun than Batman vs Superman, and there are more characters to distract. And Batman doesn't kill anybody. He doesn't use a gun in that movie.
Oh,
like
good.
He's fine. He's really good in that movie.
I mean, I like Cyborg and Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. I haven't seen Wonder Woman. We should watch the first Wonder Woman
Yeah,
because it's Captain
should.
America,
That's really
the first
good.
Avenger.
I would love to watch both Wonder Woman movies to see what you think of the second one because
Yeah.
the second one is a very controversial movie.
I
I'd
remember
be
people
curious
just not
your
liking it as
thoughts.
much.
Yeah, because they make choices for sure, and they did not go over well for a lot of people. But depends on what you like, you know. It depends on what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tempted to put The Flash a little bit higher, but I don't know. We'll see what happens on the rewatch and what time, the passage of time, what I think about it.
All right.
Who knows?
Yeah. Shout out to Robert Pattinson's The Batman. That movie was really, really good.
Just for kicks and giggles, because I'm interested in this.
Okay.
Where do you think I would put each of the Dark Knight movies on this list?
In this list?
Yeah. Where would I slot them in? I need to think about it right now.
Okay.
Where do you think I would put them?
Batman Begins, maybe like 6 or 7. Not a huge Batman Begins guy.
I'm not a Batman Begins boy. Yeah, I'd probably put it below Wonder Woman. So yeah, number. What was it? That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'd put it at number 10. Batman Begins.
All right. Then we're gonna put Dark Knight Rises just a little bit higher. We like Dark Knight Rises. You're a fan of chaotic bad movies.
I do.
Throw that one in there a little bit.
I haven't thought.
Have
about
you even
the
seen Dark Knight Rises in its entirety? I don't think I have watched that movie in one go.
I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't like that movie. It's pretty good. I think I might actually like it more than the.
I've only seen it illegally.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm kind of a little bit of a Dark Knight hater. I can be a little bit.
No, I know. I was just gonna say, you probably just on its face, I can tell you right now, you're not. You're like one of those guys that just I'm too cool to like the Dark Knight. Heath Ledger did not give his life for this role. You know,
he did. That's okay. Here's my thoughts on the Dark Knight as I'm sitting here right now at 4:16 p.m. on June 17th. It's a really great Heath Ledger's performance. There's nothing wrong with it. Without Heath Ledger, you would have forgotten about the movie immediately. Now, I'm not saying that reflects on the actual value of the movie, because you can't be like, well, if this movie was different, it would be worse. Sure. Okay. Whatever. I think this is for me personally, guys. I don't rewatch that movie because everything outside of the Joker is not does not hold up for me. I don't think it aged well. I don't like the aesthetic. I don't like the way, because you know me. I'm all about, if a movie has vibes, it's high on my list.
That is true, man. This guy,
it's so true.
Untenable.
I'm not saying
love for the vibe.
I'm not saying it's correct or even valid. I'm just saying, for me personally, if a movie's got vibes, I'm there with it. Which is why the Batman. I mean, that's not the only reason why the Batman is so good. That movie's got vibes.
Yeah.
Dark Knight has no vibes. I hate the Batman costume. I don't really even like Christian Bale in the role. I don't like him as Batman or Bruce Wayne either.
Bruce Wayne.
I don't like the Batmobile.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. I don't really.
I think Alfred is amazing.
I don't really like the music that much. Everybody is all up with the music. I don't think it's that good. Yeah, it's not that good.
Just one note.
All of the Joker stuff, every scene the Joker's in, top, best comic movie ever made. Sure, I'll give it to you. Whatever. But
he is.
I'm just not. I'm not rewatching it. I'm not rewatching it. Am I? I'll watch the clips on YouTube. But Dark Knight Rises also isn't very good. But
come on, that's great. I mean,
I don't know.
I actually agree with most of what you're saying.
Sure.
But for me, where you are with vibes, I am with moments. Okay? Sure. When I think of a moment in a movie, that's what I'm thinking of when I'm putting it on the ranking. Yeah. So when I think of Arrival and I think of that scene where she cuts the piece of paper and the audio changes in and out, I'm floored. It's amazing. Truly beautiful top 10 movie of all time. Just like a single moment can do that for me. So the Joker bank heist, or when his interrogation scene with that random Batman imposer. You know,
Yeah.
like those moments alone can carry the entire movie for me, and I can forget about everything else. Or like The Last Jedi, when the Force Skype calls, you know,
Yeah,
that's enough for me that movie is top 3 Star Wars. I can literally forget about Rian Johnson gutting Finn, and ruining that character.
Yeah, I think that the main difference is like for me, I see all of the value in those. Like take Blade Runner 2049 for example. I think I would at this point in time I would put it as my number 1 favorite movie of all time.
Wow.
I think like the emotional, like the moments in that movie, if not accompanied by the vibes that are that movie, it would not be as like, not that I don't appreciate the character writing and the moments themselves, but when I'm putting it on a list, I'm like, it's not going to make it as high because it doesn't have vibes. But that movie has vibes.
Aplenty.
Coming
out of its ears.
Vibes. Coming out of its actual ears. Coming out of Ryan Gosling's butt, the vibes.
How about 1917? That movie's got vibes.
It does, yeah, it does. I need to rewatch it again. I saw it once, but I need to rewatch it.
That's a top 10 movie for me right now.
Okay, everybody.
What? No, we're talking about vibes.
You've been here long enough.
Interstellar, those are vibes.
It's got vibes, man. And even like...
Did you put Interstellar at number 1? No, you had Spider-Man at number 1. Spider-Man...
For what?
Your top 10 movies at all time. Didn't you have Spider-Man at...
I had... No, it was up there. It was Empire. No, it was...
A New Hope?
I think it was Empire. Or A New Hope, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. It changes on the day. Yeah. But I was going to say, those movies, like... they're older movies, so they look different. And they don't always look great.
Sure.
Because they're old. You know, subjectively.
Yeah.
Whatever. But they, like, the vibes in that case is, like, there's a nostalgia factor.
Right.
There's, like, the
vibes alter and mature in age over time.
Right.
Yeah.
The vibe isn't just one thing. There are different types of vibes, okay? Yeah. Like Logan, for example.
Those are vibes.
It has vibes. That's what I'm saying. Freaking
Truman
vibey.
Show. That movie looks terrible. It's
But
like
it's
a bunch of fisheye lenses the whole time. But that's
Let's just look while I'm enjoying this conversation.
I know. That's why I want to keep it going. You like tried to leave, and I was like, screw you.
I know.
We're still going.
I have a place to be, but like it can wait. I just want to look at my highest rated movies on Letterboxd and see how ridiculous
Where do we see that?
You can go into your films and then sort by my rating. Average rating. No, my rating. Highest first. Okay, Across the Spider-Verse up here.
Across the Spider-Verse, number 1. Best movie of all time.
I love the way it sorted these because my it's just in order that I reviewed them, but this is what happened. The past I've given 5 stars to these 3 movies right after one after the other, okay? Across the Spider-Verse,
5 stars.
Pitch Perfect, 5 stars. I had Fast and the Furious 8. I gave 5 stars.
Fast 8?
That's a really good trilogy.
Wow. Okay.
See, this is the thing. Like, this is how my brain works. I can give these 3 movies, Across the Spider-Verse, an actual masterpiece, Pitch Perfect, and Fate of the Furious, all 5 stars. And it makes sense in my brain.
Those are 15 different stars.
I don't know how it works,
but
it works that way in my brain.
There's a lot of movies on here that don't have ratings or reviews. They just have hearts. So like John Wick has 1.5 stars, and then Star Wars A New Hope. My top 3, the only 3 movies with 5 stars. Arrival.
I have so many movies with 5 stars.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
You want to know how many movies with 5 stars I have?
Hit me.
It's too many, probably.
I'm a couple years behind you in the Letterboxd rating, so I got to build up my repertoire here.
My 5 stars stop at Whiplash.
Ooh,
And then, just for context, some movies that are peppered in here. I gave A Quiet Place Part 2 5 stars. That's not true.
What?
Great movie. I gave
Cillian Murphy is pretty good.
I'll give A Quiet Place 5 stars. I'm not giving the second one 5 stars. Freaking Up is up there. I gave 5 stars. Sure, why not?
Oof, I have
Monsters Inc. I gave 5 stars.
I have Order of the
Cloudy
Phoenix
with a Chance at
3
Meatballs.
stars, and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has 3.5 stars. Your thoughts? That's so far from true.
That
dude.
is
That's
hard.
crazy.
I have Bo Burnham's Inside up here at 5 stars. That's nice.
That's a good one.
I have The Princess Diaries up here at 5 stars. That's
Okay.
nice.
Wow.
How do I watch movies, man?
Bro, I gotta rewatch Alita Battle Angel. That movie is amazing.
But I mean, look at the rest of these. Like, you got A Muppets Christmas Carol. 5 stars. That's not true.
What are we doing?
Most of these have vibes, right? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, that's a vibey movie.
5 stars?
National Treasure?
Now
5
that's
stars,
a 5-star film.
That's a 5-star
National Treasure
film.
1.
Wow. The vibes are off the charts. Gone Girl, I gave 5 stars. That is insanity. I was so not with
the times.
Yeah, there's nothing too egregious here. What's my lowest rated movies?
Shotgun Wedding, 2 stars. Better than John 2 Chapter Wick.
I was really surprised how much you didn't like those movies.
They're
I
boring.
I disagree.
I gave John Wick 4 3.5 stars.
You don't have as much of a interest in just pure action as I do, I suppose, which is fine.
What did I say about this movie?
My lowest rated movie is Fantastic Four 20. What is that? When did that come out?
Oh, yeah.
15.
John Wick Chapter 4. In the words of AMPM, too much good stuff. Oh, that's funny.
Next to Fantastic, I have The Circle, which is a movie with Emma Watson and Tom Hanks.
I've seen it. That movie's fire.
It's terrible. I hated it. It's
what about The
my
Circle?
Second lowest rated.
Did you
movie.
see The Circle with us? It's
that was Circle. Yeah.
Oh, is it just Circle?
You made me watch that.
That movie is awesome.
It's pretty. It's pretty
like
cool
it's like The Cube.
Yeah.
Now that's
Pixels is down here. Mulan 2020 is down here. Freaking. Oh, Circle is down here at 1 star.
What? What's your review? Do you have a review?
I didn't review it.
Oh, just 1 star. Brutal.
Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 1 and 2.
We got to do the Twilight movies, dude. We got to do Twilight.
I know. Yeah. Halloween season, spooky season. We're doing it.
One week at a time. We do one. There's 4 movies, right? We can do 1 a week.
Yeah. I'm trying to find something that would make you angry.
You already made me angry. You put Circle down there.
Yeah.
The movie's cool.
Jeez.
I gave The Menu 3 stars.
Crimes of Grindelwald is down here with 1 star. That might be a little bit harsh, but it's not a good movie. Gosh, Jurassic World the movie is such a bad movie. What a waste of my time.
Yeah, no issues with that. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna change my list here. Top 10. Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. Is that
are we revisiting our top 10 list right now? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Silence.
Where's my top 10 list?
It has to go.
Dang, really?
I'm sorry. That's a top 10 movie, but I gotta add Silence.
Well,
of
apparently
the Lambs.
not. Apparently it's not. So,
just not. How do you spell silence? The Silence of the Lambs. There we go. Okay.
Where are my favorite movies? I have a list on here called Top 10 Favorite Garbage. That's funny.
All right. Is this still a podcast episode? What's happening right now?
Yeah, I'll figure out where I want to cut it off.
Okay. I'm just going to stop.
Oh, here are my favorite movies. Okay, we're done recording. Bye.